Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. I was going to do this last night, but I kind of fell asleep, so my bad guys. So it's going to be today. This is What If Deku was a Sith Lord, part 3, I believe. Yes, 3. Okay. I'm going to run down some information down again because there's going to be a lot of those. So we're going to run down the Inko and Izuku's family crest. So we're gonna go and do that. Now I found this online. I don't own none of these pictures, so by the way. So this is like a combine with the Sith symbol, which I think the Horde from, WoW or War of Warcraft. I don't really play that game. I don't play online MMOs, so I thought that looked cool together. That's their symbol name. So that's their family symbol name. Like it's over on the ship, And sorry, this is. That's later. Sorry guys, you're seeing pictures that you shouldn't be seeing right now. Now this is where they're. This is the ship that Inko and her people are on right now, escaping the Imperial Sith. Invasion on her planet. As where we left off, the ship barely escaped. The Sith that's been hunting them down was Toga, barely missing her electricity. The Sith lightning. If we continue, as lady, sorry, I keep forgetting her name. Inko. That's her name. There's Inko. Was her destination? As you're like, but the Grey Jedi hunt down Sith. I don't know if they actually do. I don't know much about the Grey Jedi besides the code. I don't know my pictures, so I know they both use both sides of the Force, but let's just say they do hunt down it. So, as Inko's, yes, we need to find the Order. My little boy needs more training. There's so much I could do with these holocrons, in my knowledge, of course, but it's limited. Yes, Lady Inko. As they're venturing off. As Inko's training Izuku, I think I said he was like maybe 9, 8. I think that's where I left off, but I'm not totally sure. As she's like, Alright, apprentice. I want you to he's meditating. He's like, I want you to focus on both sides at the same time. As he's been doing this ever since, they escaped the planet, and they've been on in space for a while now. As Izuku's eye color has changed, one eye green, regular color, and left eye green, and right eye's red, to symbolize he's been infused with both powers, light and dark. So that's a nifty little thing. So as that goes on, as the alarm goes off on the ship, Lady Inko, we're being attacked. And it's a sorry. It's our favorite Sith. This is her ship. A newer version of their ship, I guess. As she's like, I found them, finally. Apprentice. Jam their communications. Yes, master. As Toga runs off, hopping away. It's like, it's time to no calls for you. As she's doing her thing, and she tossed the Imperial away. Move! Like, she's like, get out of my way. And she's doing that, and she's smiling. All right, you're in a no-call zone. She pressed the button and jams their, communications, just in case. As they're above a unknown planet, as there's, like, energy shots coming from the planet, that's firing at both ships. As they're like, ma'am, we're being under attack. As, she's like, damn it, fall back. Till next time, traitors. As, she puts her tails between her legs. Because these are a lot of beams. And as Inko's like, Lady Inko, our ship's not going to handle more. We're going to have to, land the ship. As they progress through the, the planet atmosphere, as all technology, except for lifesavers, I'm just going to do that this way, or don't work, as the ship free falls. Oh, I probably should. Free falls into the planet as she's the pilot trying to dodge a couple mountains as it crashes. The ship's in heavy condition, like the ship's damaged heavily. As she protects Izuku. She might be a Sith, but she's still a mother at heart. So, she protects Izuku from any, damage that, he's still a kid, still, Sith in training, a acolyte. As her soldiers come in, Lady Inko, are you right? And she's like, damage report now. And she's like, ship's not too badly damaged, but we need repairs, but all technology is not working. I don't know what's going on. Now, short pause. What I'm doing on this episode, they're still searching for the Grey Jedi. They're not going to find him in this episode, but there's something off on this planet, like alt technology. It's not working, except for the bad guys on here. These will be droids, so that's where you saw that picture from. So as there's some droids, ancient Sith droids that rebelled against their masters. They wiped out the people in the planet. These are ancient Sith droid warriors, I guess you call it. So it's like, ma'am, we got they're all carrying lightsabers. Ma'am, and I know you're one. They're built differently, so let's just say they were built to they've built the they built I guess you would call it like a anti-technology emitter that that neutralize all electronics except for lightsabers and droids. So as Inko, sees a couple droids still moving, she's like, apparently, what I gather, all technology is, obsolete while we're on this planet. As, the units are kind of getting freaked out. She's like, enough! As, the room shakes with her her force, as she's like, gather all the melee weapons. Your blasters will not be, they will be obsolete. We're in a situation where technology is a hindrance more than a asset. Yeah, she takes her lightsaber and just turns it on. Thank God that works. Boy, she grabs him a practice saber, because, he needs something. We're going on a recon. Fortify our position. Put in defenses. Yes, Lady Inko. We'll be out. We won't go too far. We'll be gone for about 30 minutes. As them and, Izuku and Inko, scout. As they see these robots that Inko recognized these right off the bat. It's like, crap. As they have there's at least 4 of them. As she gets the idea, because we need to take them out. They're far too close. As Inko jumps high, like lands in the middle of them. As she begins to assault, as she sliced 2 of them easily. As the other ones, the other 2 behind her were going to attack with their lifesavers. As Izuku, 9-year-old kid, reach out his hands, grabs them with the force as he crushes them into little balls. As he force grabs one of the lightsabers. And this is where he gets his first one. I was going to do the whole, make the crystal bleed thing, but I would have to wait for him, for a long time to, come across a Jedi and defeat the Jedi to make the crystal bleed. So we're going to do this way. And so that's where you saw the picture. I know one of my subscribers wanted to use Kylo Ren's weapon. I might add it in to someone else, but Izuku won't use it because it's it's more of a, one hand, seems like he wouldn't be able to wield 2 of them. So this is how we're gonna do this. This one is a red for right now until he come across a special crystal, because I have something planned. So I won't spoil anything. So we'll just continue. As Ezekiel grabs, he would grab both of them. As he grabs both of them in his hands, as he, puts on his belt, and Inka looks at him. Huh. I see you found something you like, son. He's like, yes, mother. I'm keeping these. I find I'm drawn to them for some reason. Because the crystal, because the crystals are living entities, I guess you would call it. They pick their master, I guess. That's how, most Jedi, the crystal always chooses the Padawan. I'm just saying it chose Izuku because there's no other living life besides that, animals that are on the planet. Of those 2 lightsabers was being wielded by, Droid, and Droid can't use the Force, so, the crystal didn't like that. So, okay, enough about that. As they begin, venturing back, as, Izuku and Inko walk, Lady Inko, did anything go wrong? She's like, no, Captain. Actually, it was quite interesting, but apparently not all electronics is, not working. Apparently, we got ourselves into something big. We came across, as we came across some Sith droids. Very, old school Sith droids, but still battle droids, I guess you would call them. From the Sith Order, I've never seen before. I'm just saying these are not ancient Sith droids. I think these are I'm just going to say they're prototypes that don't have that code where you can't hurt humans, that type of thing. Even though droids do that. Let's just say there's a there was a malfunction in the core of the droids, so they got free will, and they decided, to kill kill their masters. So as we progress through the story, the unit gathers, food because they're going to be on that planet for a while. As we cut back to the Jedi, no, not the Jedi, the Sith that's been hunting down Midoriya's. So as she's in her ship, report. I want to know everything about that planet. As there's been several reports that planet's like quarantined off from the Empire because it's a death sentence, apparently. Yes, apparently that's Sector 115, Planet Zero. That planet is a black zone. Any ship goes into a certain distance, all technology is cut off, and you're stuck there, basically. So it's like, I guess the planet would do the work for us. Come on, Toad. Like, we're returning home to the glorious Empire. So goes, that's no fun. I wanted to play. And she's like, we'll find you another playmate. Let's return to our home. I got to report to the Sith Council. As that goes on, we go back to Izuku and her mother. Now they've took out several of the Sith droids as they're trying to find their home base. As they get their intel from one of the recons from one of her units. Ma'am, we have what we needed. Apparently, they're all located in. They find a destroyed Sith battlecruiser. They're all coming from there. Excellent. Gather a fight. Gather a squad. And we're going in to kill them. We're going to wipe them all out. Now the device that's negative all electronics is not in the ship. There's the droid ships. It's somewhere else. It was a the droids. Oh, let's continue. Sorry about that. I had an idea and I keep forgetting in my head. As they reached, the droids' locations, as Inko says, fire. As they fire in groups of battle formations. As a bunch of the droids jump over the squad, is about to slice them in half, as Izuku catches them in the air and force pushes them into each other. As Izuku jumps forward in front of the unit, as he does I think it was called a Force Scream or Sith Scream. It's basically using the Force in the scream. As he does that, he shatters all the robots in the area. As you hear a loud screech, as the soldier's ears are bleeding. As Inko is like, that's quite enough. That's quite enough, son. It's like, yes, mother. Quite impressive. I did not teach you that. I've been experimenting. He's been experimenting with his force powers, finding new ways to use it. Because he doesn't like to feel, useless. Because, he's a Sith and his mother's, taking care of everything. So, kind of feels bad. So, as we continue, as they go into the ship, they're vaporizing these robots left and these, sorry, droids left and right. As Inko is crushing them with her force. With the force, as she's collecting, the crystals. Now, I'm saying all these crystals were former Jedi, from former Jedi that made them bleed. So she's just collecting materials for, in case her lightsabers get destroyed or Izuku, so there we have spares. So she's like, you two, gather all the lightsabers and return them to the ship. Scavenge everything on the ship to repair any damage to our ships that if we could use them. Yes, ma'am. As they're doing that. Now, what I want to know is, what is making technology stop working? It can't be the planet itself. Doesn't make no sense. We're going to be on here. I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. As they return, they set charges up after they scavenge the ship. As they set charges up, blowing it up. What's the rest of their explosive charges they have left? Because they use a lot of it on their home base from the last episode. So as we continue, sorry, as we're going to skip until they've been there for, I think I say he was 9 last episode. I think it was 7. So we're gonna, sorry, I keep forgetting the age because, time skips are a little different here. So, let's just say he's 10. As they've been there for several years, as Izuku's been training with his mother, she teaches him all. At this point, he's basically learned all that she could teach him. That's where the Grey Jedi is going to come into in future episodes. As she's like, very good, son. I've teach you everything I can, of what I've known. You learn at an amazing pace. What took me almost half my life, you done in a couple years. And she's like, very impressive, son. He's like, yes, mother. As his eyes are green and red still. One's green, one's red. Now, Izuku is a Sith, but he has light side too. He's able to use light side too, so he's not going to, try to kill his mother to become, the master. The rule of 2 is not effect in this story, so there's more than, in the Old Republic, there's several Sith, so the rule 2 was in effect in that time frame. So that's what we're going to do here. And Izuku doesn't have any negative feelings towards his mother. He quite idolize his own mother. That sort of thing happens, so can't have Izuku killing his own mother. So on my first pause, in my what ifs, I've had Asashi kill Inko several times, but I never had Izuku kill his own mother. I might do that in the future at some point, but let's continue. As they begin to, their training, their sparring session, it's like, there's only one test you have to complete, son. As a lifesaver battle commences. I think they had Form 7, if I believe. Yeah, I think it's Form 7. As they both get into fighting stance, as Izuku and Inko begin clashing with red lightsabers. One red and one blue. She has one red and one blue. So, as they're both going back and forth, as Izuku force pushes his mother, as she does As he was about to, force push his mother, she force pushes to counteract his force push. As they're both going into a struggle, as the ground's shaking, the ground's cracking, surrounding area, the birds flapping in the wilderness. They are sensing, the battle as they both go flying. As they go flying a couple feet, dragging from their feet dragging in on the ground. As Izuku slams his lightsaber down on the ground to slow his descent, slow his momentum going. As Inko does the same thing, as they both shoot lightning at each other. Sith lightning. it's green. As as soon as that hits, there's a burst of energy consumes the whole area. As the lightning goes in everywhere. The lightning going everywhere, hitting random trees. As Izuku and Inko just dodge left to right, not getting hit by their own attack. She's clapping, and she's like, "Very impressive, son. I think we'll stop it here." As we're gonna probably, like Inko said, we're gonna probably stop it here. So next part, I'll I'll somehow find them to find a device to get them, off this planet. Their ship's ready repaired and everything. They just gotta find that freaking emitter thing, so they can leave the planet. Being stranded there gonna suck. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.